chat. Welcome in,
What
guys. You guys, the
is
chat tonight.
up?
They're gonna be rowdy tonight. We have I'm not gonna say controversial, polarizing guest tonight. Daniel, the Great Curator, is here with us. Chat. I know a lot of you don't agree. Some of you do agree. Some of you understand the purpose of content creation and how that works. But I want to bring in Daniel, the Great Curator. We will address some things initially, and then we'll move on to some lighter topics. Chat, you're going to have an opportunity to ask some questions, but please keep it clean tonight. We don't want to ban anybody. We don't want to put anybody on timeout. Keep it civil. I know whenever anybody has guests like this on, it can create a lot of controversy and divide in the community. And that's not what this show's about. But we also want to allow everybody to have an opportunity to express their collecting desires and where they're going with their collecting and what brought them
We're
into
here.
it.
I like to say we're here to grow the hobby and focus on right now tonight, Daniel and how he got into collecting. And we'll get into some more conversations. But like Nate said, keep it civil, keep it real and positive.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, guys, here we go. And Daniel, the Great Curator, thank you for joining us tonight, sir. Appreciate you taking the time to join us this evening.
Thank you for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
You don't need to make me big, man. All these guys over here got control. All these cats over here got control.
Oh, no! Don't
There we go.
on me. Oh no!
Oh, nostalgic. What's going on? Has
Vintage.
Roundtable banned anybody yet? That's a very good question. No, we haven't banned anybody yet. So please don't have us ban anybody. We don't want to do that. We want to be here for you guys, but we want to be able to bring up topics and let people share their stories as well. So now, Daniel, we're going to start off. We're going to try to get this out of the way as soon as possible so we can get to some of the lighter stuff. We talked about this backstage before we started. The Dallas Card Show is on a lot of people's minds. There was a video that was put out, and you explained that it wasn't your content at all. There was a box break that happened. I'd love to hear what happened surrounding that so we can clarify any misconceptions, because I know a lot of people, I do it too. It's a human nature thing where we see somebody's content and we take that as Bible, essentially gospel, right? And if we're doing that just on one person's opinion of stuff, that's kind of on us as individuals for doing that. However, influencers can influence, and that can create divide and negativity across the community as a whole too. But I'd love to hear your perceptions of what happened at the Dallas Card Show, so we can let that kind of go through chat and get that out of the way.
Sure. Okay. So I don't really pay attention to all these people that make these reaction videos to me. But I've heard through people like yourselves where they just kind of give me like a summary of what the narrative that they're painting out there. And I guess they're talking about when I did the box break with DAPS. So
Yes.
to give you guys context for people who don't know, from there at the Dallas Card Show, DAPS Sports, who's a major content creator in the space, he asked 3 individuals, myself included, Prism God and Mojo, all content creators, to participate in this piece of content that he was making, where we were going to do a box break. It was an NFL box, and people know that I don't even collect football cards, but he asked me to participate as a representative of the content creator community. And we were going to do a box battle. We all pick like 3 packs, and whoever pulls the best card wins. And he was going to do a creative spin on it, where it was going to be like a high stakes poker game. We're in Dallas. We went into like a hotel suite room, and we're going to paint it like it was a poker game. But the only issue with that is nobody actually wanted to put up their cards as like a bet. You know, as you can imagine, we were all very hesitant about that. So to make it fun, we agreed to put the cards there for the camera, but we're not actually going to take each other's cards, which would have been messed up to begin with, okay? Because you can imagine people will be fighting over like who got the best cards and things like that. So that was the whole thing. And it was, the intention was it to be entertaining and fun. There was no, like, we didn't sell the packs. There was no like misleading where we're taking people's money. It was an actual box break. I actually believe I won. I pulled the hit of the box, which was a silver Derek Carr auto, which is the hit of the box, but they used the whole comp game on me and found a better price card. And DAPS was actually the one who ended up winning, but that was it. And then I don't know why people got or certain people tried to spin it in terms of like we were misleading people, that all content across the board is fake, that all deals in the hobby are fake, and that whatever. I feel like the people that made those reaction videos saw an opportunity to make a video, get a lot of traction on it for their own personal gain, so that they can monetize it on their own channels, and then they just made a big deal about nothing. So that's kind of my perspective on it. I'm the one that told people that we didn't keep each other's cards. Like it wasn't even my content. And then the next day after it aired, I told people, no, we're just playing for fun.
So you created a reaction video to the actual content video, and then that called out the fact that it was, at least on your side, things that called out the fact that it wasn't.
It wasn't even a reaction.
Video. It wasn't something that actually went.
No, it was. Right? I do a podcast every Tuesday with my partner Merlin, Merwell Cards, called Between Two Slabs. Guys, check it out. And somebody asked about it, and I told them the truth. There was never anything that was misleading. If anything, if you're going to treat it like a big scandal, I'm the whistleblower, so I should get credit for that.
Jim, I want to address Jim's statement here real quick, because I do want to allow chat to participate in this conversation with us too. Jim says, but you guys presented it as real, and never mentioned it was fake until you said it to Merlin that it was fake. So I'm not defending Daniel here. I don't know enough about the situation, but Jim, to your comment, as Daniel just said, he wasn't the creator of the content. You have to remember, I can participate in content, and whoever is the creator of that edits it afterwards can spin that however they want. Sports Card Investor did that with Justin and the gold PMG. So Sports Card Investor, Jeff said, this is a $2 million card. And then we saw Spidey's video that had the entire content on there, where Justin was basically like, no, it's not. I don't know where you're getting that number from.
Let's clarify something first. When people say this is fake, it was a real box break. It was a real box. We all pulled 3 packs from the box. We opened it on camera. We pulled real cards. There was nothing fake about the box break. It was a box battle. The only thing that we didn't do is we didn't play keeps for the cards, which even if it was real and I had won, I wouldn't take anybody's cards in that kind of context. It's as if we're doing a box break tonight, right? And would you 4 guys want to take each other's cards if you won it? Probably not, right? And I know all those
guys.
Josh
has been through that. Josh has been through that. He's lost box.
I'm friendly with all those guys. So the premise of being a high stakes poker game, maybe we didn't play for keeps, but the actual box break and all the things that we're doing there, that's real. So I think, again, it's just a narrative that people are spinning to basically create controversy in a hobby, and for their own content purposes. And again, I think it's just another example of how people try to create what I call false grievances in other people in the hobby's minds to for their own purposes of basically monetizing the content.
And I guess there wasn't like a dip video for them to capitalize on that week, so they
focused again just in the comments, it was not a video that Great Curator put out. It was content.
It wasn't his content.
So
right, and then when people asked me about it, I was honest. So it's not like somebody uncovered the truth about this and exposed us or anything like that. But again, unless you actually paid money to be part of that or something like that, like there's no harm in what we're doing. Okay, it was meant to be content. And I think the real problem here is, if I can take this moment to talk about it, is certain people out there that claim that they're watchdogs or what
gatekeepers,
watchdogs. They're essentially the same thing that we are. We are content creators, and the same way that they accuse people like myself of being an influencer and telling people to buy certain things, these people are also influencers in terms of inciting rage within the hobby and creating these false grievances. And a lot of people that have problems with me based on this video don't even follow me, don't interact with me at all, but somehow they feel compelled to leave nasty comments for me based on this video that they watched about somebody talking about me. And I think that's a major problem in the hobby, because it creates a very toxic environment, which is very unwelcoming for a lot of people, especially when they try to cross over to the different genres, from like Marvel card collecting to sports card collecting or things like that. And we have to be very mindful about these things, because it can get out of hand when we get so used to watching certain content creators and we take everything that say is truth, and then we watch their content as a somewhat call to action to bully or attack people. I think that's a big problem. So things like that I try to push back on.
Right. And just to kind of touch on that, if you look at just where everything is going with social media, especially with the YouTube platform, like when you have people with large followings and they get the term content creators, if they're all hanging out and they have fun and they have an idea of content, which is essentially the same thing as film, for people to go look at YouTube, at that point, it comes over to a show. You're producing a show for people to watch and enjoy, right? It's not like you're saying like this is, biblical. This is by the word, everything that we're doing, verbatim. You have to create a form of entertainment to have people enjoy watching the show, right? Like at some point there's a separation between real life and show, right?
Entertainment.
Yeah. Entertainment. Thank you.
Well, and
there's
most
certain exaggerations too to certain things that we do, but for the most part, it's all with the intention of entertaining people that don't get a chance to interact in the hobby the way that we all do.
You say that all the time, Daniel. If anybody watches his content on YouTube with the Between Two Slabs, he's always telling people that this is for entertainment, and the people that are giving themselves into it and basically bashing you or anything, it's growing you even more. Like people don't even know this, but it's just entertainment all around.
Josh, that makes a good point, and I want to pop up Vic's comment here. I love Vic. Vic is always a straight shooter, and this is my best advice, guys. And this isn't to say do this to Daniel or to us or whoever. If you don't like somebody's content and you feel they're negative for the hobby, regardless of what your views on it are, this is the easiest way to take care of that. Unsubscribe and unfollow. Because as soon as you leave comments on these streams, whether it's Dab's streams, our stream, Great Curator stream, Neo stream, Justin's stream, no matter what it is, if it's a negative comment or a positive comment, YouTube just views that as a comment. And you are engaging with that content, which then pushes it out to more people.
Yeah.
Vic, I love your point there. That I think that's the easiest way for anybody to address something that they don't like. If you don't like it, don't watch the content, plain and simple. But guys, remember, we're content creators too. We're here trying to provide entertainment. This is a controversial week for us. We understand that, but we will bring in lighter sides. We're going to open some boxes of cards. We wanted to get into that.
Right.
I kind of want to get past this for sure. I know, man, the Facebook group is just blowing it up tonight, and they have their own opinions, and they're allowed to have their opinions, and I respect them. I don't have to agree with them, but we need chat. There's some name calling and stuff like that going on in the chat. I get it. Whatever your opinions are, great, but keep it civil. Please, just keep it civil.
And I'll say this, if you're going to base your opinions on prices on what someone says on on YouTube or whatever, without actually doing your own research and going and looking at the analytics to see what those have been sold at by doing your own research, it's on you if you overbuy on a card. It's not on Daniel. It's not on any of us. It's on you to monitor your checkbook, to monitor your value you put on something. Cards go up and down, just like every collectible, you know? Yeah. So you have to really be on the ball and monitor that stuff. You can't go on there and see like the cacao crap right now with Disney. That's on an all-time high. That's going to go down. That's going to be worth what it retail value.
What it should be.
Yeah. So really,
this comment right here is great. A Supreme, fantastic comment right there. The best thing you could do is just try to be a positive light in a dark world, because it's not just in hobbies, guys. It's just in the world in general. Haters are going to hate, plain and simple. Vintage Lord says he's done a couple deals with the Great Curator, and they've both been successful deals for both parties involved. So thanks, Vintage, for that. Great comment.
And if I could just add to that too, like the way that I look at it is these people that they're making these reaction videos, they're just like us too. They're content creators, and they're trying to find whatever their niche market is. And for me, I try to be creative with the content. If you actually watch my content, there's no way that you can say that any of these things that these people are accusing me of match up with the content that I produce in terms of how I try to just make fun of myself most of the time, entertain people, show off cool oddball items, things like that. But I just want people to understand that these people that are making these reaction videos and inciting all this outrage, their goal is to basically monetize people's, like you said, monetize people's comments, their engagement through just basically pissing them off and making them feel like this guy that I don't even follow or watch somehow wronged me. So I have to take some type of action towards it. And I'm just really against that type of content. That's why I try not to interact with a lot of those guys. A lot of them are trying to like get me on their platform to do a debate, or they try to jump into my lives and then they get upset at me when I ban them or anything like that. Just because, like you said before in the chat, like when people are just like calling each other's names, things like that, that's not what I want my content to be about. And I've always viewed the hobby as like an escape from reality. In the real world, there's a lot of problems going on right now, and my time in the hobby is limited. So whatever time that I can dedicate to doing things like this, I just want it to be fun and bring value to people in that way, versus trying to defend things that really don't matter, or calling people's names, or reacting to people calling me names and things like that. I try to keep it as forward facing and positive as I can be.
If you watch any of Daniel's content as well, it's hilarious, comical, and just refreshing all at the same time. Right. I mean, I probably repost his stuff or see something I like and get a little video clip out of it and all that stuff, just because he's very inventive of what he does. And I think it's just something that some people don't give respect as entertainment. They take it as something literal, and it's like, oh, geez, he's thinking this now, right? And
I could see how people feel that way, because like Spidey's kind of at that point in his career too with YouTube where what he says about something does have influence on other people's opinions on stuff. And Daniel's in that same space with where he's at in his
highlight RM collects comment.
RMS, the wrestling one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it
aimed
up
at Valor.
No, this one here.
Oh,
this one here. This is like, it's really what it's boiled down
and
to.
I want to jump from that one. That's
we should
a great
almost
comment, and it'll kind of lead me into this one. I'd like to get Daniel's thoughts on this. Yeah, right. I want us to get Daniel's on this one too. And this isn't directed at you at anything, I don't think. But Brian says he's seen comments about the pumping the cards and stuff.
Thanks,
and do we feel that is something that guys believe happens, or is it all bullcrap? I want to say something about that. Like, so last night on Spidey's channel, Alonzo was on there, and it got to a point. I'm watching the replay, guys, so I'm just catching up. Not even through the show yet. It's about halfway, and Alonzo's talking about how he doesn't want to talk about certain things because his excitement about them can come across as pumping. Yeah. Right. And that's how pumping happens. I feel that's my opinion, not necessarily shared by the roundtable. That's my opinion. Is pumping happens if I go, I absolutely love this card and it's a $500 card and it might be a $20 card, but to me it's $500 and I put that out there, I could be pumping, right? However, I think there is manipulation sometimes when you have super big channels that can sway people's decisions to go towards certain products too. Right.
And I think there are trends too, because, when somebody opens a box that's a rare box, there's going to be somebody else online going, I want to do the same thing. Like with Marvel Beginnings, people started opening up and getting boxes of Beginnings like a month ago. And then there was accusations of the card Illuminati jumping in and buying up all the boxes and pumping them. No, it's just people were enjoying that product because it's rare, and just who knows, somebody probably found a storage unit, found the case, opened it, was selling it. Some people were buying it and then opening
great comment, Cat.
Daniel wasn't the only one when Marvel cards boomed. He wasn't the only one talking about PMGs. He was one of them. That made it fun, but it got him kind of collecting a little bit of Marvel. He always had Marvel collection.
Talk about influence. It was Justin who got me into collecting PMGs.
There you go. You guys know what it is. Spidey is the blame. He is the root.
Spidey hits did it.
Spidey is the root of all.
Would you mind explaining that a little
Justin's
bit?
ears are burning right now.
Would you mind explaining that a little bit? Like, how exactly did you get into PMGs through Justin? Like, did you guys meet at a card show?
No, it's truly Justin's fault. I was mainly a sports card collector. Believe it or not, guys, there was a day when I only collected sports cards, and this guy by the name of, at the time he was Spidey Jude, now he's Spidey Hits. He reaches out to me on Instagram and says, hey, I'd like to chat with you about Marvel cards. And I said, okay, sure, whatever. And then we start chatting, and then he tells me, there's these things called PMGs. They're really cool. And I knew what a PMG was from basketball. I never knew that Marvel had the license to make that. And he sent me down this deep rabbit hole, and I started collecting them. And, and one thing led to another where I started showing them off. And then don't give me credit for this, but they took off, right? They started to become very popular. And then, they had a meteoric rise, and then they settled wherever they settled. And then people got really upset with that. And they blamed me, but I'm telling you, blame Justin. He's the one who started it.
So with those peaks and valleys, are you saying that it had its peak because you were talking about it, and then the valley happened because you started talking about something else?
No, I mean, I think people, here's the thing.
This is true.
Oh my God. Like, here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, at that time, I didn't even have a significant following. Now I have somewhat of a large following, but not compared to a lot of different people. But I just don't I feel like the whole narrative of it, like you said, pumping, if you show a card, you're pumping it. I feel like that whole thing is totally misappropriated. Okay. Number one is when was it not okay to kind of use social media to show off our collections? We all do it. Every day we post different things. And we need to do that because that's a way for us to not only share our collection with the community, but also just give exposure to products that people have never seen before, or cards or collectibles that people have never seen before. And the idea that just because you see something, like if we're an everyday consumer of content or just a regular person in the hobby, the idea that we're so mindless that if we see something on Instagram that immediately we go out and we purchase it at the current market price, and that drives up the demand and value. I think that's really insulting to a lot of people. But somehow this narrative has taken control that certain people, and they'll point at me, for example, certain people have all this influence over these people, and anything I say, people go out, buy it, and immediately it pumps up the value. And then I'm holding on to a lot of this product and I sell it, and the value tanks or things like that. I think that's just a common misconception in the hobby. And you need to really get away from that.
Right. And we talked about this briefly before we went live, but it's just like that. Whenever you have a content creator that has a large following, and that most time their walks of life are different than ours, so they can find something and get excited about it. Like you went to WrestleMania and you had an amazing weekend. You could show a wrestling card and be like, guys, this card means a lot to me because XYZ, this moment, this experience that I personally had, it's incredible. I would never sell it. It's priceless. Someone else like, wait, I have that card. It's right here. It's priceless. And then through a natural trend, because other people have seen that video, then a Google search happens and an eBay search happens. And that's kind of how you create that shift.
I think, and that ties into like A Supreme's comment here, where they're asking, they watch the video of the card shows, and especially the sports card shows, because sports cards are massive, right? Reading about certain cards being worth 20 or 100K and they were just released. Is that fluffing? And that's the fine line, right? When a brand new product comes out and nothing is sold yet, and we see that in the Marvel community too. Like a brand new product comes out, what are these PMGs worth, right? Like I did a video where I pulled 2 red PMGs out of a box. I'm not Scandal lucky, but I hit the Supreme, the Superior Spider-Man red PMG. One had just sold for $2,500. So I put on my title, pulling a $2,500 PMG. Is it pumping? No, the values went down. They did what they were going to do, right? I didn't get them to shoot up to $3,000 or $5,000.
And some of those content, some of those cards that are quoted price of 100K, some of those are like Kobe, relic pieces,
Mac Jones,
basically.
It
might have a piece of like his championship jersey on it. That's a piece of history right there. I mean, and that's somebody who's gone, who's not going to be on the court ever again, who's not going to sign anything else. So of course those values are going to be sky high. When a celebrity musician dies, their records, like David Bowie died, his albums soared, and out of print stuff went up in price too. I supplement my card hobby with selling vinyl, and I will buy duplicates of albums, that are limited release, like record store. So I'll give you an example. I bought a Taylor Swift single. I have no desire to listen to any Taylor Swift records or anything like that. It's just not my jam. But I turned around and I sold a $15 record for $287.
How dare you pump Taylor Swift?
I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah, I need to go buy some vinyl.
Supplement your hobby. That's all I'm going to say. If you're worried about, being able to afford a PMG, go buy a damn record and sit on it for a year, and then you can turn around and flip it for $180.
Daniel,
I want to go back here to
Daniel's
this
always
one.
talking about hedging.
Hedging, hedge.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like just to touch on
collect
what
different
you were
stuff.
saying about the value of cards, I feel like, I mean, cards are collectible.
Swami, what's up?
They're worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. So if a modern card comes out and it's super collectible and it's super rare and somebody's willing to pay up for it, that's what it's worth. I mean, we can't control any of that, and just like we can't protect the price either. We can't make the price stop from going down or stop from going up. That's just the way it is. And there's a lot of people in the hobby that have different ideas. The value of a card is really just based on perspective. For some people, a $100 Marvel card might be outrageous when they're used to paying $1 for a card. Okay. Yeah. Other people, $100 might be nothing when they're used to paying $10,000 for a card. So it's all just based on different perspectives. And I think that the idea that all cards have a certain market value and they shouldn't be high or low based on what the last sale is. I've always argued against that concept of using comps that way.
All right, guys, we're 26 minutes into that part. Let's move on from that. I want to touch back on RMS.
But with
cards
that,
here, we're gonna start another fight.
And we've got
Daniel.
Oh man,
I'm gonna debate you on this one.
Yes.
Sting is better than Hulk Hogan, and my evidence is Starrcade 1997.
Oh boy, I'm going so well, guys. I really enjoyed this. I gotta go. Sting is better than Hulk Hogan? No, Hulk Hogan is the greatest. I just watched the match between Hulk Hogan and The Rock at WrestleMania. I forget which one it was, but you really see that was like their passing of the torch moment from Hogan passing it to The Rock, and you really see what a great performer Hulk Hogan is. And I think what makes him, for me, as a top 4 wrestler on the Mount Rushmore list, is his ability to cross over from wrestling into just being a pop culture icon. So that's why I put him up there.
Matt Fuller says people were mad about Killmonger.
My Killmonger? Again, this is like one thing that I think people have to understand is I don't buy cards based off of multiples or what other people sell their cards for. It's my card. I believe I can sell it for whatever I want, and I can say whatever value I want on my cards. So for people to think that they can impose their will on me and make me feel bad for my cards, I think that's really unfair.
I thought Matt was talking about the Unbound Killmonger. I didn't even know anything about that. Ace Supreme says Hulk Hogan is severely overrated. Give me Macho Man. Oh yeah,
I like Macho Man.
Bone saw's ready. Couldn't resist.
Matt should know that you shouldn't price bash. If someone wants to put an amount on a card, definitely shouldn't price bash. You should respect what they are saying the cards.
Yeah,
worth.
if it's not worth $2K for you, offer less.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, price is like people get offended by what people want for their cards, but it's their cards, it's their right. Right. And if they and the market's always gonna even it out. If somebody prices their card at an outrageous price, nobody's gonna buy it, and they're just gonna sit on it. And that's their option to sit on it too. And if they want to lower it, they can lower it. But you shouldn't look down on somebody for how they want to price their cards, because you don't know what they got into the card. You don't know what their cost basis is or what their motivation to sell it is. And I think people just get upset about that for really no reason.
And most of those, especially in the Facebook groups, there is an OBO at the end of that price that the person's put. So they're willing to negotiate. So if I list something at $1,000, it may have had a comp at $1,000, but if somebody offers me $750, I might just go ahead and sell it just to get rid of it. Just go ahead and unload it,
Let's move the conversation over. Yeah. But Hogan, RMS Collect says Hogan was the best in the business. He knew he knew how to draw the crowds and money. Put over Ultimate Warrior, Sting, and I'm not sure if you meant to put this, but Golferberg. I'm sure you meant Goldberg, but
well, real quick,
I would say a modern day wrestler that does that very well is CM Punk, and Daniel will argue with me on that one. But I think CM Punk kind of knows how to do the crowd thing too. But right now in wrestling, damn it, drawing a blank on his name. The manager The manager for Reigns.
Paul
His
Heyman.
listeners
Paul
know.
Heyman.
Yeah, Heyman. I couldn't remember his last name. Paul Heyman. He's great with the crowds.
Oh, he always has been though.
Yeah.
Nathan, just be careful because if you talk about wrestling, I'll turn this into a wrestling video. Really,
We have boxes to open. No, we're not
do it.
talking about wrestling.
We can
for
open
3
boxes
hours.
and talk about wrestling.
Talk about wrestling
No.
all night.
We're 30
That's
minutes.
the after-hour show.
All right.
Let's
We got 3 minutes for
open up
wrestling.
the box that he has been waiting on for a few days. Dan has a blaster box of Flair Ultra Avengers, and
Yeah.
I'm ready for him to open it because I want to see what he got. We've got 60 people hanging out with us tonight, so thank you guys for being patient, enjoying the chat, being active in the chat. This is the most active chat we've probably ever had, so thank you guys for doing that.
60 of you here watching. Appreciate that.
And we get up to 75, I'll give away a blaster box.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, you hear that, chat? Get more people in here. 75 will give away a blaster box.
Who has alt accounts to log into? Scandal, I'm looking at you.
Daniel, do you have anything to end with on any note on that, just to kind of summarize, wrap things up?
Yeah,
people?
just to kind of summarize on my point. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I feel like we really have to take a step back sometimes. If you don't realize that the hobby should be an escape from your everyday reality, your responsibilities, the problems that you have, things like that. If you want to come into the hobby and just continue to be combative with people and attack people and things like that, I think you really have to take a step back and wonder why you're using your time. You know, time is very valuable to me, as it should be for everybody. So any time that I spend within a hobby and the context of being around collectibles like cards, comics, toys, things like that, should be with the intention of enjoying myself, you know, like a stress reliever, you know, entertainment value, things like that. It should not be trying to provoke conflict with people, trying to attack people on message boards, on comments, things like that, or watching content. This is very important. It should not be about consuming content that makes you upset and makes you want to go out and do things that you probably wouldn't be normally doing in everyday life. I think if you're in that spot, please take a step back and reevaluate the type of interactions that you have in the hobby, the type of content you consume. I think that if you go towards a more positive side, like what I do and like what everybody in this chat does, in this roundtable does, you'll find that the hobby is much more rewarding and that your time is better well spent.
Thanks.
And one last thing on the wrestling chat, I am disappointed in you. Last night, at least for the first half of the show, you guys did not ask Manu a single wrestling question. How dare you, chat?
Dare you? Sad.
We'll make up for it tonight.
All right, here we go. All right, Daniel, let's see what you can get out of this box, man.
All right, so explain to me. I have not
Thanks,
gotten
Kat.
into this. I have not got into this product yet. Can I pull Jambalaya?
Yes,
You can.
You can
You
hit
can.
a job out
there
of it.
is a possibility.
And we have seen videos where, or more times than not, people are pulling jambalayas out of the blasters more frequently than they are out of the hobby boxes.
And Southern Hype just messaged me. He is ready to come on at 9 with a box of Marvel
Okay,
Annual.
awesome.
Too,
Yeah, so we'll
he'll
have
jump
Southern
on
Hype
in a
here in
little
about
bit.
18
So,
minutes, guys, to
Yeah.
join us for a
Yeah.
box of Marvel Annual. And I have a box
Am
of
I the
Marvel
only one
Annual
ripping
as well.
this? You guys
I have 2, maybe overtime if we have any time left, but probably
Okay.
not tonight. So
No,
But
man,
good luck, man.
How often are we going to have Great Curator on our channel? Open one with them.
Okay,
Yeah, just rip
Okay,
it.
we
just
got
rip
3
it.
packs here.
I can do
Yeah.
that.
So is the
You guys
Jambalaya
should box
base?
battle.
We'll start that. We'll start that.
It's the final countdown.
Okay, how
All right.
would you guys like me to do this? Just like on camera like this, or what do you
Yeah,
guys
however you, if you want to turn your camera on or you want to do it like that, that's fine. So you should get 1 orange out of the box. You should get 3 greens, so 1 per pack, and then probably a medallion. There's going to be an
They're
Ultra
really
Star
thick.
in there.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
80-point cards.
Wow. Okay.
There's some fat boys in there.
And the base cards is all original art.
What's been the reception on in this set so far? Pretty positive.
Mixed.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty mixed. I love it. I mean, I'll show you. I can show
The
you
reason
my
I haven't
Marvel.
got into these cards myself yet is just because I try to limit what I get into.
So there's a master set
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
with the
That looks like,
greens.
that looks like
Hold
an
on,
old.
let me make it
old
big.
book.
Let me make it big. Go
Yeah.
back. Nathan.
Go, come back. Yeah, show that
That's
thick
a
boy.
master set, or that's the workings of a master set, but at least one page has at least 1 card, so it's going to be that thick afterwards. It's
Wow.
insane.
There's
It's
so
a
many
5-inch
new
binder.
sets coming out down the pipeline too. That's kind of
Too many.
Yeah,
Too
you're gonna
many
have
new
to.
sets.
pick and
Shall I go?
choose. You
Okay.
know. Yeah, go right ahead, sir.
Okay, so we got.
So she's got an iPhone, or she got an Apple Watch on her wrist there, and it was supposed to be a gun.
Apple Danger Watch.
Why? Am I the only one
Yeah.
that's seeing the way that her hand is positioned? Hold on.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a gun, and they made her redo the artwork, and they put an Apple Watch on her wrist.
Okay. I'm not gonna. It's a family show, so I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No, you say you're good.
It's rather funky.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, Ultron. Okay.
Ultron.
I like that Ultron.
What is this?
Yellow Jacket?
Yep,
Yellow Jacket.
Is that an orange? Is that your orange that's numbered?
Looks like it.
So.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, out of 549.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, I always get bummed out when my number card isn't insert.
Ooh, this one's nice. This Havoc card.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, they did a good job on
Green
that one.
Havoc.
I have a blue of that.
That's
I
the
really
green.
like that card.
Another. Is this number 2?
Nice, Marvel Marshall.
Oakland. And then Taskmaster.
Yeah,
Is it
Taskmaster.
Okay. So not too bad. Let me look at this. I like this one.
Which one?
This one I'm going to have a lot of fun with when I'm going to not like that. Not
Easy.
I'm going to post this later. I'm going to
Don't
make
buy sticky cards from the Great Curator.
Do Photoshop on your own time. Okay.
See, this is the kind of content I do, guys. You know? Okay, let's get to this next one here.
Even Brittany said, "I can't believe they didn't tell her to redo the hand."
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Hold on, I gotta admire this for a second. This is wild to me. I love it. I love it. Okay, here we go.
We're gonna see a video on that card in tomorrow, guys.
Guys, this is exclusive for your viewers. This will be the next pump. Okay, guys. This will be the next pump.
Go ahead and buy all the Sharon Carter Agent 13 cards you can now before the price.
Buy them now, guys. They will triple in value overnight.
Vintage says, "Wait till you see the Tiger card."
Yeah, don't pull a tiger card. You're gonna freak out there.
All right, here we go. Who's that?
That's the High Evolutionary.
That's a kind of cool looking card.
And that's the really awesome Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, beautiful looking card.
Yeah.
My nephew loves that card. Great card.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, you got an Ultra Star.
Hellcat.
Yeah, an Ultra Star.
Are these numbered?
No,
Oh,
Oh, it's thin.
not those.
yeah, it's thin. 35.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Earth's Mightiest spinoff, which is Avengers offshoot team.
Nice. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That's a beauty. I love that. And, Captain Britain, one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah, check this out. Just to let you know, I'm not bullshitting. People think I don't have cred, like nerd cred, but I do. See, I got my.
Oh wow!
Figure right there.
There you go. That's
within arm's reach. That's how.
I just picked up the new Captain Britain comic actually the other day.
Don't get into your G.I. Joe stuff because we might get more.
I'm into G.I. Joe, guys.
I love it. I love it.
You don't even know. I really like these comic cover cards. They look really nice because they're like so thick. Yeah, very cool. All right, down to my last pack. Is that my hit of the box? That orange one that I pulled? That's not the hit of the box.
Well, every box like that has a numbered orange card.
Yeah,
so it's a guaranteed.
Here's my jambalaya. Come on.
There will probably be an evil Ant-Man variant in the What If set, Supreme Love. So
there we go.
Mephisto. Speaking of evil.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Swordsman.
It's very kind of like a Hawkeye ripoff. Okay.
There you go. Got a medallion.
Oh, medallion. Is this a number?
Medallion. Yeah.
It's not numbered. The
cool,
base
though.
Like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's cool.
Red
There
Hulk.
are color parallel variants in the hobby boxes of those.
Okay.
Oh, is that an orange? Or no, it's okay. It's normal. It just looked orange from that angle.
And then final card
And
is
Wicked.
Yep.
Okay, so what was my best hit? What do you guys think? I think it's Agent 13.
Agent 13. I'd go all the way.
It's a very seductive Agent 13.
I think
I think I saw this movie too a couple times.
You made Agent 13 in this video. You made Agent 13 more popular.
Yes, I think so. Okay. I'll share I'll share other videos of her, and she'll be real popular after that. Look at this, guys. This is amazing. This is wild.
I love it.
Your age-restricted YouTube channel has now started with Agent 13.
PG-13 here. Well, that was cool. That was really fun.
Hey, we got a really nice comment for you.
Okay.
Yeah, Swami says, my biggest thing is I enjoy collecting with others and communities. Great Curator has done a great job at showing Marvel and Star Wars. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. You know, I feel like I kind of analyze it like this. I started out in the sports card community. I go to sports card shows to set up. So I'm really like an outsider in the sports card community, but I'm bringing that community into these other ones like Marvel, Star Wars, things like that. And I think that's where a lot of like resistance comes sometimes, because it's like a crossover of worlds and communities. But from my experience, the more exposure that these niche markets get, the more people like them, you know? I mean, who doesn't like Marvel and Star Wars and all these other things?
All right, let me rip mine and see if I beat you. All right, I got them ready to go here.
We got you big, Dirt.
I'm hoping for a jambalaya. I've never pulled one. I don't own any, so
We definitely need to see some big hit tonight.
there's Roadblock from G.I. Joe.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the Simone Bianche treatment on that card there. Black Widow. Oh, got a green Grace Battles. Onslaught versus the Avengers. I like that one.
And a Rogue. There you go.
Nice green. I don't have that one, so that's cool. Earth's Mighty spinoff, New Avengers. And, okay, everybody go ahead and do it. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. All right, I'll be quick with the other two here. Oh, I think I just lost an auction too. I just realized that. Damn it. Give me 1 second, sorry. Oh, did I win? Wait, I think I won.
What was it? That way we can go get Google searches.
It is a turquoise Venom.
Nice.
From my rainbow.
Brittany says, "Get the kid. He did the best." I agree. Kellen's was awesome.
Yeah, Killen was awesome.
Kellen's
I did win it. Yay. Okay, I got a PSA 9 for $100.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
You got quarterback. You won.
I got quarterback. Yeah, I got Hawkeye too after that. Oh, look at that! I got a green Vision. Not bad. Another. I just wish they would have put a picture of the actual artist on there, but yeah, it's fine. And then everybody's favorite, Maria Hill. All right, one more pack.
Last pack, man.
No chess piece. Looks like anything in this one. Something thin. Oh, there you go. That's my third swordsman. So if anybody needs one, let me know. Send that your way. Quicksilver. Bishop. So the Bishop and the Gambit card actually connect. I don't know if you guys actually saw that, but
Very
the
cool.
colors, when you put them together side by side, that pink actually flows into the Gambit card.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Quicksilver. Green. George Perez. It's not bad. Spider-Man. And last card is a Red Skull.
So what was your hit?
The hit, I think, was probably my Green Robe. That's probably the biggest card in there.
So you didn't get a numbered card or like?
Well, I got this Greatest Battles, but it's an Onslaught versus Avengers.
Okay.
So, and it's not really. It's 237 out of 549. So, yeah. I mean, it was all right. I mean, some cards I don't have, but there's a lot of duplicates in here, so I will be probably putting those on eBay eventually. Just for people who want to build sets for base cards. So, all right, so I'm done with that. Unless you want me to open another box. Southern's right around the corner, so he'll be in just a few minutes. So while we're waiting for him,
So Dan, real quick while we have you on, as someone that has years of experience in the hobby, any hobby, when it comes to buying and selling, and you have a newcomer coming in, they always say you want to have the hobby pay for your hobby. If you had to need like advice or guidance for new people coming in that were trying to do that, what would you give them?
I would say, first of all, watch all my beginning videos about how to understand the hobby. Okay, because it is like if you collected in the 90s or 10 years ago or something like that, and you think that you can come back into the hobby, it has changed a lot. So there is a very steep learning curve for newcomers to the hobby. So it's very important to do your research and resist the very common mistake of jumping in and buying a lot of stuff right away. All right. You don't want to make mistakes when you can learn from other people's mistakes. So I would say just do your research. I would say do like at least 1 month of research. Probably 3 months would be good for you. 3 months of research. Go to card shows, follow eBay auctions, just see how things are moving and understand what people are buying. Especially if you want to do it in a way that where you can buy, sell, and trade cards and have it pay for the hobby. You got to really understand what people want. So you got to practice doing it before you actually spend a lot of money. That would be my best advice. Just watch a lot of videos. There's a lot of content out there. Try to make friends with people and ask them what's going on, and then just learn as much as you can before you jump in and start spending real money.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense.
Oh, I think we lost Derb.
Did he freeze?
He froze
Yeah,
it.
it keeps doing its thing, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
Oh, there we go.
Spider-Man.
Right
Oh,
on
Jim is
Spider-Man.
here. Check it out.
So far, I got that Electra numbered card, which I guess is the hit so far, but I'm not having that luck of getting a jambalaya out of a blaster like some people have, unfortunately, but that's to be expected. Oh, there we go. There's the Gambit. So, yeah, see that pink? That actually lines up with the Bishop card.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I'm trying to see if I found it. No, I have to pull it up later, but it's on spot. There you go. Got a Moon Knight.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Midnight Medallion.
Got a Daredevil green. Oh, same card Daniel pulled earlier.
Oh, I like that.
Avengers West Coast. And then Wonder Man. All right, so
Wonder Man.
not bad boxes. That Moon Knight medallion, probably the hit, I would say, but not too bad overall. I'd probably be building a little binder for my nephew with those. So,
Southern's here.
Marvelous Cards has a really good point where he's following up and agreeing with Dan that when getting started, it's important to resist the fear of missing out and definitely do research before making your huge purchases. Focusing on lot deals instead of individual cards, like especially with things like Pokemon or sets like Heroic Avengers, Masterpieces, everything like that. Lot deals will come in handy.
And can I add one more point to that? This is something I've been thinking about a long time. I feel like there's also this kind of like this narrative where people want to pass their own mistakes off on somebody else as being responsible for that. They want to blame somebody's video that they watched that influenced them to buy something and they lost money rather than taking responsibility for either not doing their own research or just like jumping into something when they weren't ready. I think we got to get away from that too, because that hurts more people jumping in where they come in and they feel like they should just go follow certain paths based on the content that they're consuming and not take personal responsibilities for their own buying habits and things like that. And then those people either get burned out and they leave the hobby or they just become really So I think we gotta get away from that and make people more accountable for their own actions.
I agree with your own research.
yeah.
Like I always tell people, just collect the characters or the players that you like in the beginning, whether they're like a $1 player or character, and then eventually build your knowledge and then start to look into other investment opportunities. But as we always tell people on our channel too, it's always invest in the players that you like and then start to build out and look for the different investment opportunities.
It's so easy when you buy things that you like because all you got to do is just find somebody else that likes it too. And then you can deal with them in that way. But when you buy things that you don't really like at all, you're just kind of chasing, a quick flip or whatever it is. And then you end up, dropping the card early and taking a loss because you don't like it anymore,
Yeah.
or you just don't want to hold it.
So with that, Nathan, you've talked on the channel a few times about your Peach Momoko sketch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How is that?
We want to do that story again? Why? Why do you have to hurt
They
me?
kind of missed out on it.
Is this because I told you CM Punk was better than Jeff Hardy?
That lie.
Man. Okay, so chat,
That
if you're not
no.
here, so here's a prime example. So we're gonna open some Marvel Annual tonight for this season. But I opened a box of Marvel Annual a couple years ago now, when I first was getting back into Marvel cards, and I had pulled a battle booklet out of it, sketch card, Odin and Thanos. So a couple big characters there, right? I didn't have a clue who the artist was. So I started looking it up. I couldn't find anything. There wasn't any sketch cards with like a similar signature at that point in time. So I reached out to my friends that I knew in the hobby, this guy, and and Scandell. I was like, what do you guys think this card is worth? And the input I got was a few $100. Nice sketch card, battle booklet, a couple decent characters on there. Nothing big is sold for that artist. So I sold the card in like 15 minutes for like $250. And the first thing that popped into my head was, did I just get rid of that card too cheap? Well, last summer, I just happened to be looking. So this past June, I just happened to be looking online at sketch cards for that specific artist. And that exact card sold for $4,000. Now, was it worth $4,000 when I had it? I don't know. Maybe not. I could have asked $5,000 and might have been able to sell it for $5,000, right? This goes back to some of your guys' comments talking about sellers being honest with the pricing too. Sometimes the seller doesn't know, so they're throwing a number on it. Like I pulled one of the first Evan Peters autographs out of the WandaVision set, threw it up on eBay, and kept dropping the price until I finally got an offer. And then after a few sell, you kind of get a market established. When you have the first card on the market, you don't know what the value is until you sell that card. And it's whatever somebody's willing to pay for it and whatever you're willing to give that card up for. At that time, I was happy getting $250. It paid for 2 boxes plus. So I was okay doing that. Did it hurt me in my gut and give me an ulcer for a few days when I saw that it sold for $4,000? Absolutely. But it can go the other way too, where you can have a $4,000 card and not be able to sell it for $250. Brittany brought up a prime example of that. She had a card. She made a comment earlier. I know we didn't put it up there, Brittany, but she made a comment about a card she thought was worth $500 and it ended up selling for $79. You just don't know sometimes because you don't have the comps. We're in a community in the Marvel world where the comps aren't always there unless it's a base card. Like even with serial number stuff. The gentleman that got the Wolverine EM guest auto out of 63 from the Fleer Ultra set bought it for $75. That card is worth way more than $75 just based on every other character that's selling right now. But to insult them by saying I'm only going to offer you $75 because that's all you paid for it, that's a load of crap too, right? It goes both ways. The buyer and the seller have to be reasonable and come to an agreement on their pricing with whatever is mutually acceptable to both parties. Guys, we tell you all the time, do your research, ask around. Don't rely on one person's opinion on the value of something. It's not relevant at that point in time. Sure, ask in the groups, but the groups, you got to remember, in groups, people are going to have agendas. People are looking for certain cards, and they may be looking for your card. So you could get misleading information from somebody that's looking to get your card.
And the question is, if he had sold that card to someone in the group for $75, do you think they were going to hold on to it or try to resell it on eBay?
If they sold it to me or Josh, probably.
Exactly. that whole issue was jealousy. Yeah. That's pure and simple.
I think a lot of it is like, I'm jealous that you got the card at that price. Yeah. And so now I'm just going to be insulting about it. And there's no need, there's no room for that. We don't need to have that. Like, some people, I'm not going to call out names or anything. Some people are mad. Some people got put on a timeout tonight. I get that, and we're just trying to keep the chat clean. It's nothing against you guys. We understand you all have concerns about our guests or whatever, and you're right. You're entitled to those opinions, but it is our show, and we need you to keep it as clean as we want it to be.
Well, and we said at the very beginning, no offense to anybody in the chat, but we said at the very beginning, if we see a comment that is kind of open baiting someone else to ask something, meaning that it's the wrong question to ask, we can block you for.
And as far as I know, we didn't block anybody tonight. Just some timeouts.
We didn't block. Yeah. We just timed out.
But and this isn't a shot at Jen or Loot Box, but I would say that guy over there, way over there, those guys, right? We see it. I watch their channel all the time, and there's people out there, they call people pumpers and stuff like that. And I'm not calling Jen or Lootbox TV pumpers by any means, any stretch of the imagination. But you guys pop up amounts or estimated values of cards on there, right? So that can have influence sometimes on people's perceptions of what.
But in there, and also too, they do show I spent $1,000 in this box and I got $120 in cards. So use me as a cautionary tale as well.
Oh, we get roasted all of the time for getting like $20 worth of cards from $1,000 box.
And we do here in the Marvel stuff too. We do all the time. We open these boxes and
I'm gonna let someone ask a question, but it's gotta be something that is the right question. But Captain Crockpot, he has had some questions. If you can phrase a question that is gonna not put Great Curator in a corner, it's more just gonna ask him a generalized question about something you think about it. Go ahead and ask it.
Or by all means, ask a question. Don't
just be respectful, guys. That's all.
Yeah,
that's
all. Ask your question. Like. He'll answer it.
Yeah.
Charles says he's a pumper, especially for the She-Hulk.
Charles is the worst. He claims to have a twin brother, but I don't think so. I think he's just like out there doing bad things, and he's blaming it on his twin brother that we've never ever seen. Josh,
I just have a comment real quick. This is Andrew from Southern Hype. We haven't even talked about in the Marvel hobby the market manipulation, that happens in sports and happens in Pokemon, where we'll get a price for something and then it fluctuates, and there are people out there that are sharks that are controlling and manipulating the market. Thankfully, the PMG market kind of cooled down a little bit. And it got really crazy there for a second, and we didn't even talk about that aspect. So when we're throwing a number and we're trying to go, by best research, last sold, I use 130 point a good bit, and trying to get that number right. If I am selling it, if I don't have a comp on it, I don't have a comp on it, right? But thankfully, we don't have a lot of market manipulation in the Marvel hobby, which is a good thing, I think.
I would say this: there were some people that I had my PMGs, like my green PMGs, unlocked. I did have messages coming in from certain people, which I can't say any names, but they were offering ridiculous amounts of monies for cards that should not have been offered ridiculous amounts of money because they wanted to corner the market probably on those cards. Yeah. So, like $1,500 for a green boomerang low series.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll stop it with there. But yeah, there are people who did want to acquire a lot of those because they thought it was a sound investment, and they ate crow, unfortunately.
One thing I'll add to that topic is I made a whole video about how you should really fairly price cards, and I think one problem that we have, like you're right, Southern Hype Collects here is saying like sometimes people shill bid and they manipulate comps and things like that. So I think that's why we have to kind of take into account the availability of these cards also. Not just go off of whatever the last sale is, but price it in comparison to what's available on the market at the time too, so that you can kind of see what's out there, what's available, and then just put the focus on shopping around and negotiating.
Right.
Just because a card sold for whatever it's sold for, that does not mean that's the actual market price, because so many things come into play with auctions, whether people were watching it, whether it was promoted enough, things like that. So that's just like one indicator that we should use to fairly understand the value of a card. But really, again, it comes down to perspective. Like some people think like if a card sells for $100, that might be outrageous to some people, and to other people it might be really cheap. It just kind of depends on the person, and we shouldn't necessarily make that the standard that everybody goes by, because then we run into problems where people chill bid and do all these things like that.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, going back to what True Blue said, right? He had a number that he was willing to let it go for. So oftentimes when I get into these situations, especially when I'm streaming, right, they'll call out and say like, oh, well, last sold is this, last sold is that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm holding the card, I'm holding the slab, or I'm holding whatever it is that's valuable to me. I know what I'm going to let it go at, right? Like this is the number that I would be willing to let it go at, whether it's high or low. It's what I value it as and what I would sell it to you as. You know, like that. At bottom line, that's my bottom number, and that's like true to me. What am I willing to let it go for?
Well, I've had this conversation with other people that aren't as invested into the hobby, but when it comes to serial numbered cards, let's just say a card out of a 75 or 100, for example. With that card in particular, you have a share in that card and what happens with it, because now you have 1% out of 100. So whenever you sell it, you're giving up your share for that card. You can always go and buy more shares and set them on fire and corner it that way, and try to influx it to make less. But
I'm a real big believer in not telling people what to do with their stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want people to tell me what I can and cannot sell my cards for or anything like that. Just like people wouldn't want me to tell them what to do. I don't think it's fair for us to hold somebody else accountable to an auction that they were not involved in or anything like that, you know?
Right. I mean, it'd be like real estate. You know, if someone has a house listed for $200,000 and it's like, you know what, this house is not worth $200,000. How dare you have it listed for this?
Yeah. Okay. You know, it's like, that's not fair to hold people. It's either you like the price or you don't like the price and you go find it somewhere else. But you shouldn't, like what you guys called, this is the first time I heard about it, but price bashing, that term, you know, it's like, it's not fair to tell people what to do with their stuff. And just like Southern Hype was saying, everybody has different types of cost basis. You don't know what their motivations are. So every scenario is just different.
Right. Absolutely. Well, Dan, we've got Southern Hype with us now, and he's got a day one release of the new Marvel Annual. You want to hang around and see some new product and
sure.
Get listed for the price of sell at its peak?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, appreciate you having me on. Dirt, appreciate you extending the invitation here. I just wanted to, I know you guys have probably got a couple of hobby boxes on the way. My local card store was able to get some early in on release day, and we just got done ripping a good amount of product on Whatnot earlier, and I'll show you some of those hits as well. I do have a personal box right here that I'd like to rip today on the channel, and let's get into it. So this is the new Marvel Annual 21-22. This is a very refreshing product, just to give you guys an overview. The inserts and the hits do look different from last year, even the base. They are going with, and you guys will see it here shortly, but they're going with a different color border.
Good luck, by the way, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Swami wants to know if your Venom Chibi's SSP.
I'm not sure if Venom is an SSP. I think it is a tier 1.
Yeah, it looks like a tier 1.
Yeah, it is a tier 1, but I think we go by pop and stuff like that. But there's only 2 in a gem mint in existence. Not many graded, by the way. If you guys do have one,
still a PSA 10. That's great.
Hey, I'll take a gem mint any day, right? But I actually bought that one from Watch Me Open from Bill's stream, and it's just one of those cards that I just feel like it's just got really cool chibi Venom. Yeah. Key character, you can't go wrong with, even if it's a tier 1, right?
Yeah.
So
that's a nice Scarlet Witch anime sketch too. I like that a lot.
I appreciate it.
Venom's,
I'm super excited about the new anime coming out.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm trying to save money and not buy too many new sets coming out. That's why I didn't buy any more hobby boxes of
Well, Upper Deck is definitely cranking out some great sets coming up for sure.
I'm already broke. So
as are we all.
All right, so we're just gonna get right into it. Probably shuffle it just a little bit here. This is gonna be out of the case. This is gonna be about box 7 out of the case right now, and then so we'll see what's in here. All right,
Vic, me too, man. 2016.
Good luck,
really
man.
Nice.
All right, let's go through this. Is this the first time some of you are seeing some of the cards, or?
Yep.
This is my first viewing of this other than the promo sheet. I got a box sitting here too myself.
So they went with the white borders. You guys make sure that we're good on the lighting here. Let's make sure we're good on the lighting. Boom. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just turn this overhead light off to make sure it's good. There we go. That's better. All right. Here we go. All right. Release day, Marvel Annual. Here we go. Cersei, Yelena Belova. Let me know if I'm saying the names wrong too, guys. Just let me know. Look at that Black Widow. Beautiful. Black Widow base right here. Got her in the dress. Very nice. And then, already looks like we got a hit here, chat. Here we go. Should we sweat it? This is going to be the splash tickler in the back here.
Ooh.
We should wait. Let's wait. Let's make them wait. Let's make them wait. All right, let's go. Here
Who's
we
the
go.
star rookie card?
What's that?
The star rookie.
This
Who
is
that?
Harrower rookie. Star rookies here.
GML asks, what's
One
the
of the-
big hit in annual?
So the big hit that we've hit tonight so far, probably should have went over that with you guys. One of the bigger hits is your number inserts are going to be your sparkling foil board parallels, your holograms, of course, but the holograms are going to have the white border, so they're very cool. We didn't pull one tonight. Gold is like to 88. And then with these,
animation.
You'll see a lot of these suspended animations, and they are numbered. The higher tier characters like Captain America, Spider-Man, Thor, those are going to be numbered to 99. So those are going to be numbered to 99. This Captain America was pulled tonight to 99.
Man, what a great pool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a great pool.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So Jim was asking, the big hits. So you got the creator. I think it's the creator corner autographs you can hit.
We did.
There's
Yeah, we
sketch
did get
cards.
one of those. The creator court. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
So
off.
Dan's autograph is in this set?
Yeah, there's autographs in this set, but ours wasn't numbered. It was a Thor comic. It was a writer, and it wasn't numbered, but it was an auto.
Okay.
Namor.
Ooh.
The Eternals #1 spot.
I like the color on that.
Molly Hayes. Let's make sure the lighting's good. All right.
There you go.
This is the Ghost Rider
Ooh,
base
that's
right
nice.
here.
Nice.
Very nice. Ghost Rider base. Camera right. Boom. And then, so the insert right here, this is going to be your canvas.
The canvas,
Oh,
those
nice.
are nice.
So canvas is going to be like, they're not doing like tier 1 through 4 with this set. They're doing more like a canvas variant, silver foil variant. Those are going to be more of like your tier hits. And then the harder characters, like we didn't see Deadpool today. We didn't see Psylocke. So I would imagine those are going to be like more of your shorter prints because we just didn't see them. But we saw a lot of the other characters a good bit as well. So I believe that certain characters in the set are going to be shorter print. That's my estimation, at least. So Penis right here. Let me just this shadow is bothering me. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure I get this right. All right, here we go. Should be good now. All right. It's going to be your #1 spot, Shang-Chi.
Nice.
Shang-Chi looks great in this set, too. He's in the base. He's in the annual impact as well. Very nice. Mantis. And then we have another canvas.
Ooh.
This is going to be Molly Hayes. Molly Hayes.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
She's from the Runaways, I think.
Those canvas, they're not numbered, or is there a parallel that's numbered in it?
The canvas are not numbered. That's going to be your most, like, I would say the most, I guess you could say like the most, how you say, the insert that shows up the most would be canvas. Okay. In silvers, You'll see the silver in a little bit. They look really good. Silvers are going to be about 4 to 5 in a box. 4 or 5 in a box. Let me just get this lighting right, chat. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. It's better.
Someone earlier in IG showed I think it was a gold Wolverine numbered to 88.
Ooh, we got something back here already.
Oops.
Yeah, Wolverine's going to be the gold that's going to be your sparkling foil board parallel. That's a really nice insert to 88.
That's cool.
This is going to be Icarus. This is one of the inserts right here. Annual Impact of Doctor Strange.
Wow.
Cool, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, these Annual Impact, they did a lot. The Storm looks amazing, but they did a really good art on the Annual Impacts. And then back here,
It looks like Doctor Strange is going in a hyperdrive.
Oh wow, that's like a old
Ooh.
school Prism card.
yeah, so the Prism card, I don't know if you guys seen this or seen it probably on the sell sheet here. This is actually a sticker.
Prism
And we're
sticker.
seeing green here, so we're hoping for Hulk or Doctor Strange on the edge. This is gonna be Hulk.
Nice.
Smash.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
Very nice. So I'll show you what I mean about this. We have a Doctor Strange in the back. We have a Silver Surfer, and they kind of did this like with a retro theme in the back, and they just kind of told you about the card, the back scatters, and then they also have a peel here as well.
I'm loving those.
Yeah, they're
Is that
cool.
is that a full set? Is there how many are there of that?
I'm not sure. I think there may be like, I don't know, 12 of different characters.
Man,
maybe,
I want to
or-
collect the whole set of those.
And I
It
think
it almost seemed like you had Radiance Vibranium behind.
yeah, right. They gave
Yeah,
it
that's
the
what I thought
mosaic.
those were.
They
Yeah.
gave it the mosaic. They gave it the mosaic look, right?
Dang, that looks sweet, man. I
Yeah.
want
So,
that.
so this is the Hulk right here. And you know, I think all your grading companies typically will grade stickers, which is really cool.
Wolverine's not in that, is it?
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure. I gotta look at the checklist.
I want to ask
Freak
you,
out
Look at
there.
eBay.
what was it like opening that pack and pulling a Silver Surfer sticker?
Okay, so yeah, I want to talk about that, right? So we were like on Whatnot, and we opened it. We opened probably about 4, and we were on the 5th box, right? And then I was telling the chat, I was like, listen, you know, I'm a huge Silver Surfer fan. He has not come out yet. I was like, where's Silver Surfer? I was like, we haven't seen him in the humble beginnings. We haven't seen him in any inserts. Like, is he shorter print or something? And then sure enough, somebody came in and bought 2 packs, and it was like I think it was like the last 4 packs, and he bought 2 packs, and he pulled this Silver Surfer. Like, he pulled the Silver Surfer sticker. It was incredible. The chat went crazy. It's so good. It's just nice to see some of the band characters back.
So if there's a Surfer sticker, then I'm sure there would be a Doom one too.
There's
Oh
your
yeah,
green one.
right here.
Oh, there you go.
There's your Doom right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doom looks really good.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I found your Wolverine one.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
$30 on eBay right now.
It's not
Good
going to be
more.
anymore.
This is going to be your Luke Cage. And then another canvas. So you'll see a lot of the canvases in the box here. This one's going to be a Nova right here. Nice.
I do like they did the canvas this year instead of doing the tiers.
Yeah, they feel really good. It's normal card stock. The splash
me that link.
stickers are going to be a little bit thicker.
Here.
stock.
Send me the link.
I'm doing it right now.
The stickers are going to be a little bit of a thinner stock as well. All right. You guys tell me how you say this name. Anole? Anole, maybe?
Anole. It's the little lizards that eat mosquitoes around here in South Louisiana.
Number 1 spot, Magneto. It's your Black Panther without the mask. This is going to be his base right here. And then we have, looks like we have another canvas. So you'll see a lot of canvas here. This one is of Zora Vukovic. And then your canvas insert is going to be Iron Man. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll take that. You can see it on the light here. Has a paper texture to it, a canvas texture to it. Very nice. So the canvas variants will not have the base background art. It just has this main character as a canvas.
Looks like resume paper to me. Like,
Resume.
yeah. No, I mean seriously, just that thick, fancy paper.
Yeah.
Heavyweight.
The thick cardstock.
Yeah.
All right. We got a Aaron Fisher.
It's a new character.
Yeah, this is a new character.
Somebody pulled out of 10 actually in one of the Marvel card groups on Facebook.
I saw that.
Yeah.
This
So
is the
guys,
thing
I'm looking at
this year.
looking at the checklist here, and one of the things I love about this Cardboard Connection checklist, at least that Upper Deck gave them, is it doesn't just list the artist now; it lists the artist and what the card is, like who the characters on the card are.
Awesome. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Nathan.
We're gonna see
Say
it.
again.
Is that Doom?
Yep.
This is gonna be Doom.
There you
Humble
go.
Oh
Beginnings.
my
nice.
gosh.
Humble Beginnings.
Doctor
It's
Doom.
nice beginnings.
Humble
Nice.
Beginnings, Doctor Doom. Very nice.
Very nice.
Valor,
And
what'd you
this
say?
is
I asked if it had like
Oh.
the sketch artist and the sketch.
Yeah, for the booklets, it has the sketch artist and the characters.
Any
You got
host?
something fancy.
yeah. So
Any
these are
cost?
4 to 5 in a box right here. These are called your silver parallels right here. Silver parallels. Oh, we hit a mile.
Wow.
Beautiful
Nice.
hit. This is the first Miles Morales we hit tonight.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's
So
beautiful.
this is going to be
Congrats,
your base. That's the
So,
spider
Dan,
hit.
Miles Morales or Peter Parker for Spider-Man?
I'm old school. Peter Parker.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Peter
Yeah.
Parker guy
Yeah.
too. Beautiful. Looks great.
Why not both? Sorry.
All right.
Has everyone in here
16
seen the
packs
trailer
of
for
box.
the new Spider-Verse movie?
Peter Parker. That's my guy. Peter
God, I'm
Parker.
so ready for that.
No.
All right.
It looks good.
Polaris,
That was a good trailer.
Yeah.
Star-Lord. We got Star-Lord looking scruffy in this set.
It's interesting art choice for that one.
Quasar. We do have a hit here. Should we sweat it? Nah, let's see.
Nah.
All right. This is going to be your Iron Man Humble Beginnings.
That'll
Iron
pair up
Humble
with
Beginnings.
96 and Doom.
Here we go. So this is gonna be one of your suspended animations. We're looking for a good character.
Ooh.
Who is this? Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson to 399 here. So
What
this
the-
is gonna be a lower number Sam Wilson.
He looks like an Uber Eats delivery driver.
Yeah, what the hell? I didn't
Come on,
know who
Upper
it was
Deck.
when we-
Jesus. No.
I don't know if I love the art choice on that.
Yeah, I don't like the art choice in that at all. That's just no. It's like he's trying to get the delivery there in 30 minutes or less.
Sam Wilson.
Come on, man. Seriously. I mean, congrats on the card, but yeah, art choice is very poor on that one.
So 699 seems to be the highest number, which is we have an X23 that we pulled earlier out of 699, and Sam Wilson gets there's your Venom. First look at Venom in the annual set. Interesting art on the Venom.
Got Black Cat in the background.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Valkyries, number 1 spot. Captain Marvel. It's going to be your Kang base. And then we have a canvas. Ghost Rider. First look
Nice.
at Ghost Rider. Very nice.
I
Canvas
think
is good.
that's Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider too, actually, what it looks like
Yeah.
from his chest piece or his jacket he's got on.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Nice.
This is Johnny Blaze. Created
Yep.
Mech. Yep. When he took over Hell.
So they're gonna have blasters of this too. With
They
the
are.
blue parallels.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Here's your first look at Null.
No.
They did Null very well in the set. Your Groot base. Gonna be your Nova. And then the insert on this one is Luke Cage, annual impact of Luke Cage. And then we do have a silver parallel again. Hazar, Kazar silver parallel.
So on those silvers, are those numbered at all or short print?
They're not numbered. They're not short print either.
Okay. They're just silver parallels.
Yeah, I think they are going to come in the blasters as well. It might be like a 1 out of 3 packs. You'll get a silver parallel. I'm not sure. I got to check the sales sheet on the blasters, but I feel like those will be available as well. Kind of like maybe Ultra Stars or something like that within the blasters. That's what I'm predicting.
Daredevil.
This is the first look at Daredevil.
That
like,
Daredevil's cool.
Yeah, I like the art on the Daredevil. This is an interesting character. We pulled her a couple of times. Gertrude,
yeah, she's one of the runaways.
Okay.
She's the dinosaur. That's her pet, Old Lace.
Billy says that you got 5 a box for silver parallels.
Box. This is gonna be first time seeing this Magneto right here. Humble beginnings, very nice insert. And then another silver parallel, as you can see. This one's gonna be of Chase here. Chase. Not too familiar with Chase here.
He's another runaway.
Another runaway.
Yep.
All right. So it looks like so far box hit we're going to be that Sam Wilson, but we're going to see if we can find something else in this box here. Thena. This is a Black Winter. We've seen Black Winter a good amount tonight. See, like some of these characters, we've been ripping through a ton of packs. Like we're seeing some of the same characters over and over again. Yeah. And I feel like some of the other characters are shorter print. We haven't seen a Psylocke at all today.
Mike, I'm checking the checklist for you right now to see. I think so, though.
This is going to be Icarus, annual impact. Another silver parallels behind here.
Surfer's got a couple cards, guys.
Blade.
There we go. Blade. Nice.
Hey, that's a nice one.
Very nice.
Mike, to answer your question, Surfer has a Backscatters card. He has a Humble Beginnings card. And I think the sticker.
Got 4 packs left. And then we also got to see what that splash.
And if he's in the set, he might have sketches too.
Oh, he's got sketches. He's got
sketches of
Surfer. He's got battle booklets with him and Galactus.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Amazing artist.
Oh, there's a lot of
Moon
booklets.
Knight.
There's a lot of booklets by a lot of different artists for Surfer.
Moon Knight.
Oh, I like that Moon Knight.
Yeah. Cool.
We pulled a splash tickler Moon Knight earlier. I wanted to show you guys that after this rip too. It's a great card.
Alonzo has entered the chat.
Oh, there it is. Lady Sith. Yeah, you got to see that splash tickler from earlier. It was really nice. Rogue.
There you go.
They did Rogue real well. Nice art for Rogue.
I'm counting 36 battle booklets with him and Galactus.
Ooh,
wow.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. End of the Moon Knight.
Number 1 spot. Wow,
Number 1
nice.
spot, Moon Knight. Nice. Then we do have a canvas in the back.
Is it a Moon Knight?
Magic.
There you go.
Magic.
Nathan, while you're looking through the checklist, what are some of the bigger named sketch artists that are featured on it?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy that question.
Man.
let me look.
Peach is not on here, but let me see. The sketch card. So I don't have it has the artist, but it doesn't have the cards for the sketch card. It only has the characters on the booklets. Abdul Ghaffar, Andre, and I'm gonna butcher some of these names, guys. Andre Toma, Angelica Rasmus. We've seen her before. Betty Rodriguez, Benifer, Bobby Lex, Buckley Ringsel, Credit Torian, Drew L, Eder Santos, Eric Fournier, Eric Rivera, Eriskin Turk, Jeffrey Gwynn. Glebe twins are in here, guys. The Glebe twins are going to have sketches.
Nice.
Hector Barros in Quirante, Jamie Carrillo, J. Peter Renetz, Jeff Malison, Jeffrey Benitez, Jezreel Rojales, Jim Faustino. We've heard of him. Joe Rubenstein, Jamar Bolda. Yeah, I'm not going to even try that. Kerstad, Ketten, Sedner, Leon Brohos is here. Leon is in this set. He's got some nice artwork.
Bennifer did a really cool battle booklet.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like children versions of like Doom, Surfer, and I think the Fantastic Four. Like it looked really, really cool. That I saw earlier today.
Nice.
Someone in the chat asked if Magic was the Snap art. I'm not sure if this is the Marvel Snap art. You guys would have.
It's a similar pose. It's like the exact same pose.
Okay.
Card.
So the last of the artists on the sketch cards: Marcia Dye, Marlon Fernandez, Mitch Ballard, Patricia Carrasco, Paul Hill, Hui Rui, Rich Henneman is in here, guys. Roberto.
There's some great artists in there for sure.
Lamani, Roy Cover, Sana Yu, Scott James, Tim Shen, Twovu, Vincent Moavero, Visceratos, and Yonami.
Nice. Scream Silver.
Wow.
Green Scream Silver. Very nice.
And the way the battle booklets are set up, is like one character versus another, and then a whole bunch of artists drawing that in their version of it. So you got Surfer versus Galactus, Wolverine versus Sabretooth, Thor versus Better Ray Bill, Spider-Man versus Kingpin, Moon Knight versus Khonshu, sorry. Mr. Fantastic versus Doctor Doom, Makari versus Quicksilver, Captain Marvel versus Thor, Daredevil versus Elektra. Some good matchups there.
Thing going on a date.
Look at Thing. We were talking about this earlier. Like, is he not the just most kindest guy right now? It's great.
Gilgamesh versus Hulk, Hulk versus Abomination, Icarus versus Thanos,
Galactus.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
This is the Galactus.
Do we got Surfer in the background at all? Is he over there in the corner or no?
He is not.
Because I saw the Venom had Black Cat. Venom had Black Cat in the background.
Neymar's back here.
Okay.
There's it looks like Things back here, and then Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic's in the background on this one.
Nice.
Kind of hard to show you, but all right. And then we have a Kang #1 spot. And then our canvas is going to be Quasar for the canvas. All right. So the last hit here of this box. So this was our numbered card. And then we also have some nice silver parallels here. So now we're looking for the splash ticular to be something big. Something big. Is this Thor? Is that Nova?
What's the number on it?
It's Quasar in the top left, there, right there.
Might be Quasar. Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's Guardians.
What number is it?
This is
fighting
11.
One.
Number 11?
Yeah.
So that's a SP?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
SP.
That's cool.
So you got 10 bases, you have 7 SPs, and then you have 3 super short prints.
Vintage, supposedly, Tom Holland is going to be in Daredevil, the Born Again series. So you probably won't have to wait too long to see Spider-Man versus Kingpin.
All right, guys, I've got to hop off of here, go help put my kids down. So I'm jumping off, but you guys keep ripping, have fun. Dan, I appreciate you being our guest tonight. It's been great. I'm glad you got to enjoy the blaster pot.
Thank you for that again. Appreciate it.
Southern, how much did your LCS have the boxes for?
I'll see y'all later.
See you, Daniel.
If you're okay sharing.
90 bucks.
90. Okay.
I think that's about market price right now for the box.
Yeah, that's about it. Josh and I got lucky enough. We got an LCS that gives us a little bit better deal. Not just us, but he gives everybody in the shop a little bit better stuff. So I'm gonna throw mine up there real quick.
That's awesome.
So we got ours 85. This is the only box he got today too. So, but he's got a case coming on Friday.
I wanted to show you this one real quick. This is the
Moon Knight.
The Moon Knight splash ticular.
That looks so
Dang.
cool.
It's just, I mean,
Wow, that's sweet.
It looks even better in person. I can't really.
I like that a lot.
The art looks really good on this one as well. Yeah, awesome. So
That's awesome.
True Blue, you got a box?
I do, man. I got a box here. Hopefully we can hit a sketch card. So yeah, so I got these at RLCS. Everybody's heard us talk about this.
Before you open that,
Whoa.
I gotta go too.
All right, man.
I gotta
Steel's
get my
already
kids.
broken. What are you talking about before?
I've been
I
up
open
since
it?
4 a.m. You have to stay.
I gotta get my kids
No.
to bed. But I do want to say one thing. I've gotten a lot of comments about this having Great Curator on. Not for the positive, but I don't care, because here's the deal. Daniel is a collector. I see it in his room. Like, if you don't see that, then you're smoking something. I just don't know.
Yeah.
All of us in this hobby invest in different cards. We do. All of us sell cards. Okay. So to tell him that he's a flipper and all this stuff, and that's all he cares about, and an investor, that's not the case. He does this for a living. It's how he helps his family put food on the table. So I respect everything that you do.
That's why I don't do it for a living. I have a
I
day
love you.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm just saying, it's just, it is what it is. It should, you should get more respect than people give you. I think people take you the wrong way, and they don't know you personally if they think anything different. And I'm just saying, if you think anything different than that, I feel that you're looking at the hobby a little wrong, and you might want to look in the mirror sometimes. So that's all I have to say. But thank you so much, Dan.
I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And with that, I guess I'll just jump out too now, because I don't think I can top that at all. But thank you so much, Josh, and thank you guys for having me here. And hopefully I can come back and be a guest again on this roundtable. Thank you guys so much.
For sure, buddy.
Have a great
See
night.
you later.
Good night.
See you, Josh.
Hey,
All right,
Josh.
we'll see you.
Go get that Wolverine.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, it's already gone. I missed it.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, man. If I find one, I'll let you know. All right. Sorry, Nathan.
No, you're good. You guys are good. All right, here we go. Let's see if we
Good
can
luck,
get a nice
good luck.
sketch card or a nice hit here. That Miles was pretty sweet. Those
Yeah.
freckles look good.
Look
I thought at first that he hit a hologram, but all right, I gotta. There we go. Nico, Icarus. That's the annual impact, and then there's our first canvas, right? Yep, that's the Immortal Hall. Kang, Captain Marvel. So I think I got the last 2 years. I have the sets for my binders. So I'll probably I got 2 boxes pre-ordered through Dave and Adams. I'll probably rip those, see how close I am on my set. It's Miles. That one actually looks pretty decent. I like that they did the background here with some additional characters. Oh, nice. Doom on the Humble Beginnings. Those don't have a serial number variant of them either. So the nice thing with the annual is it doesn't have a whole bunch of parallels of stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. We got Dormammu, Luke Cage, and Gamora. Oh, I got to get rid of these crosshairs. They're messing with my eyeballs trying to look at the cards through my phone. All right. Screen. That's pretty sweet.
Something red there. Oh, it's another.
The fractals in this are going to look really nice, I think. From EPAC. Better Ray Bill.
That is a sad looking Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, it was. Moon Knight. That's pretty sweet. I'm not a fan of this. The look of this one. I like the one from 2 years ago with the black border.
Yeah, the black border was nice. There you go.
There we go. Nice. Ooh, out of
It's a Black
199.
Widow.
Nice.
Is that Black Widow? It is.
Black Widow out of 199. Izzy.
Uh-oh.
Izzy, reach out, man. Let's work something out.
I have to make a few more graphics.
Right? That's pretty sweet. That's a nice hit.
I like how they did the foiling on the some of the lines on the card.
Yeah, up here at the top.
It's nice.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's really sweet. I like that. All right, we got Danny Moonstar.
You have a claim in the chat from David for that Black Widow.
David's claiming. Oh, sold it. Sold it to me. Sorry. How many sketches per case? David. Let me check the checklist here. So box. Here's your box odds. So nice. That's a nice looking card. So box odds, you're getting 8 canvases, 5 silver sparkles, 1 back scatters, and 1 splash ticular. And you're going to get 1 insert. It's either going to be Star Rookies, Annual Impact, Humble Beginnings, or number 1 spot per pack. I don't see anything as far as like the case numbers here. Like they don't have like a case breakdown for the sketches. They don't even give like your odds of pulling a sketch at the top, like per box or anything. Battle booklets are 1 in every 1,536 packs.
Ooh.
And sketches are 1 in every 768 packs. Wow.
Woo.
But you can hit them in blasters too
Wow.
at 3,840 packs. So Electra. There we go. Doctor Strange. Those annual impacts, those don't look too bad. It's a nice gold foiling, just simple. There's a canvas Toad. Rogue, there she is.
Nice.
She's all kinds of pissed off.
There's 16 boxes per case.
Just trying to see who we got in the background on this one. 16 boxes per case.
Yeah.
And then how many packs we got in the box? 24?
There's 16 packs a box.
16 packs a box, 16 boxes per case, so 16 and 16. Sorry, guys, do our little math here. So we got 256 packs per case, and it was out of 768.
So almost like 1 out of every 3 cases.
Every 3 cases, 1 every 3 cases.
They
Wow.
made them rare for sure.
They definitely made them rare. Lady Sif. Yeah, they definitely made them rare this year because last year I think I was pulling a sketch card out of the annual I bought. I was pulling a sketch card like once every 5 boxes, I'd say. Chase, Star Rookies, Harrower. That actually looks really nice. That's definitely a better look for that card than the insert from last year. There we go, Dr. Doom on the canvas.
Do you think that they hold off some of the sketches to be in more of the EPAC products, knowing that that drives a lot of the EPAC sales?
Man, I hope not. I have very little in these card companies faith that they actually do what they should do, and that they split it up 25% to physical, 75% to EPAC or to EPAC. I have little faith that it happens, but I have that little bit of me says that they actually do what they're supposed to.
So one of my theories is there's a lot of physical that see the light of day. You know, like they're completely sealed stash in a card store, and they've stored them because they can't sell them or something like that. So we never see those sketches, right? It could be years, like 2018, we're still pulling amazing sketches from there, right? But on EPAC, people strive to sell out, like to buy as much as they can digitally on EPAC.
For those achievements.
So we see those sketches come out more. Like it is getting ripped by clicks a lot faster than the physical products, and the LCSs and the distributors are getting those to be open. And a lot of people have boxes on ice too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at in Marvel cards, Curate The T, who's one of the he's a Turkish sketch card artist. He just posted all these battle booklets.
Okay,
they're really nice. Like he's got a really nice Silver Surfer with like Galactus in the background, and some kind of half face ones where it's like Captain Marvel and then Thor.
So then there's those. Every artist has the same booklets, and then it's their spin on the different pairings.
Yeah.
Versus just whatever characters they want. Shang-Chi. Oh, nice. Magneto. And we got Rocket. And then that's that back scatters one. You said that was the sticker, right?
That's a sticker, yeah. Nice.
So the back scatter,
Magneto.
nice hit, by the way, Magneto.
Yeah, so 1 per box on the back scatter.
Yeah, one per box on that one.
That's pretty sweet.
You could already see like some of them have better centerings than others. So a lot of people that want to trade them, they're gonna have to find a really, really centered one the way that they printed them out. So I'll just throw the Doom
Hulk.
I can see this one.
Chase.
Whoa.
And Black Widow. She's going out for the night.
Yeah.
Hitting the club.
I do disco assassination for you, yes.
So my two of my sparkles so far were Chase and Kazar. So not big like Miles. Handle. Okay, we got Luke Cage doing his Nick Fury impersonation.
Nice.
Marvel
Okay,
Girl
that's
on the
nice.
canvas.
Jean Grey there.
Yeah. Ghost Rider. And Molly Hayes. So this set here, Daniel's not here to tell me if I'm right or wrong on this, but don't they pull the art that goes on these? Isn't this art from the past year's comic books?
Yes, a lot of it is the art from the comics. Yeah, I can tell because
There's
I've
our cap.
picked up a lot of comics recently.
You can see a lot of the older characters are a little bit more aged as well. A lot of them have beards. They look older.
Hercules. Look at it.
That looks like
Doesn't even
Hercules
look
is
like
trying
it,
to
right?
sell you a used car. This
I
Nova
know.
over here has got only 180,000 miles on it.
So there you go, guys. We got power ranking. I didn't even look at the back of these yet. We got power rankings.
Oh,
on
that's
the back.
cool. Yeah, I didn't
Minor
notice
flood
that.
damage.
Yeah.
Wow, look at his intelligence. It's so low. That's pretty bad. That's terrible. That's
2 on intelligence, 2 on speed. He's got a 1 on energy projection, and he's got a 4 on fighting skills.
But you can beat the ever-loving crap out of him, apparently. His durability rating.
Yep. All right. There's Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Not too bad. It's all right. That's all right. All right, I think we're at
Hercules looks like Scandal.
Getting his
Beard.
CGC
Beard
grades
dye.
back.
Yeah.
Weird dye. There's Captain Marvel.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Scarlet
Scarlet
Spider.
Spider on the canvas. Nice. That's
Nice.
cool. That looks good.
Yeah.
Those canvases, those just look so nice.
Yeah, they did a good job on the canvases. They feel great in hand, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
I like this.
these feel better than Spider-Man Metal. As far
Wow.
as like the quality of the card.
Yeah.
And like look
I
at the
agree.
back of this. So we got red borders on this, right?
Yeah.
Look how clean that is. I mean, there's a little
Yeah.
bit of white on that corner up there, but that is so much better than the Spider-Man Metal and X-Men Metal cards.
Honestly, I think this is very, like I said earlier, this is very refreshing to see Marvel still just look a little different, right? It's just a nice facelift. The quality is a little bit better, I think.
So do you guys think that the blasters will come out at $30 in the stores, or do you think they're going to come out at like 20 because it is a entry-level product?
I think for 6 packs, I think 5 or 6 packs a box, right? I think 30 is about right.
It'll probably be 30 just to keep up with pricing for
to be consistent. Yeah,
to be
Fantastic.
consistent.
But I guess depending what you're getting blue parallels of it. So I mean, if you get 1 blue parallel per pack, that's not too bad.
I think they're going to add the silver,
Blade.
and then you can also get the stickers and the blasters. So they'll add value somewhere there to make it $3 is worth.
This feels better than the last 2 years too, because really in the last 2 years, I mean, you get your variants, which are basically the canvas cards,
right.
But these speckles, getting these makes you feel like you're actually getting hits in several packs. Whereas last year, you're basically looking for 2 packs. That's it.
Yeah, they
you're
look
looking for the
good
splash ticketer, and you're looking for your hit.
So Jordan wants to know is Cable in the set?
Cable is
Nice.
he's a brolic Cable. Let me I think I have a numbered see if I can find it.
Angel.
There you go.
And Nova. My guess is, Chunky, based on when the other one's released, we'll probably get blasters in the next couple weeks, if not next week. The blasters for FUA came out like almost the exact same time.
Yeah.
Sync.
I haven't looked to see if they're on
Nice
Target
Iron
yet.
Man.
Maybe they popped up. Let's take a look.
Oh, there we go. America Chavez and the canvas. Magic. Iron Man. 2 packs left. Still looking for the splash ticketer yet, too. I'm guessing that suspended animation is our hit for the box. Scarlet Spider. So now I can start. I got the canvas and the base, so now I can start going for the
Rainbow.
Our rookies, Aaron Fisher. Multiple
Nothing
Mandarin.
yet.
Canvas. Wolfsbane. And Ultimatum. All right, last pack should have our splash tickler in it. All right, we got Warpath, Professor X. Not a fan of that Professor X at all.
Yeah.
Valkyrie.
I didn't get a splash tickler.
No splash tickler, yeah.
Huh.
Hmm.
What the hell, Upper Deck?
Time to
Quasar.
email QA.
And Purple Man.
Oh, Valor left
Yeah,
too
no
early.
splash tickler. What in the world?
That's Valor's boy, Purple Man.
Purple Man. Yeah, it says here 1 splash tickler, 8 canvas, 5 sparkles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sparkles. The back scatter. That's a hit. And then I'm not going to count the canvas cards, but yeah. So that's my break.
Guess you were short one.
Yeah, well,
it happens.
What can you do? It happens.
Here's
Brady,
what the table,
you know, I paid $5 less in the market, so that's probably where it was at. Oh, the
this is
cable.
what the table looks
There you
like.
go.
Nice.
This is going to be canvas cable right here.
That sturdy salute.
Bigger than Thanos in the set.
God, you thick boy.
Thick boy.
Yeah.
Oh, so earlier my excitement in my purchasing that Venom, I didn't read the fine print. I bought a neon blue and I paid way too much for it.
Oh no! What did you think it was?
One where you
I
look
thought it was a turquoise because I saw a turquoise earlier for the same price, and it popped up
Way
with
to
that.
go.
You know, eBay does that stupid thing. It's like, hey, you looked at this earlier, and it like was about to end, and I didn't like favorite it at all. It just popped up with like it ends in 14 minutes, and I thought it was the one I had favorited. So I put my bid in real quick, and I won it. Of course, I won it because I bid
way too much.
So I'm gonna go sell a
get-
few
did it
records
get-
tonight to
did it get
pay for
pushed up?
that piece of shit. So
Did it get
I
pushed
mean-
up at the end?
You just don't have to. You just
no,
don't
it
have
didn't get
to-
pushed up at the end. I was probably the only bidder, I think. So
Oh,
Just don't
okay.
pay.
Okay.
Just
it was,
send
a,
an
it was a
email.
PSA 9 Venom Neon Blue. So I mean, it's worth a few
Yeah.
bucks, but it's not.
You can just write them a letter like everyone else does. Just
Oh, I'm
say
not-
like my dog accidentally logged into my
No,
eBay account and
I-
bought a bunch of cards. So can you
I
just cancel
sell on
this?
eBay, and I'm not gonna do that to somebody. So yeah,
my
I
cat.
mean,
my cat.
I'll hold on to it, you know, and who knows, my nephew might want it, so maybe it'll be his birthday present. So
My kid likes black suit Spider-Man, and he thought that was that, and it's not.
yeah.
And he
so
took
hey,
my phone, logged in, and bought everything.
Austin
Oh,
Vintage
Jesus.
Collectibles. I think that's the name
Free
of the seller.
comics.
Hey, there you go, man.
Free
Yes.
Comics wants to know how much for the Doom.
Go have a drink on me, Derp says.
Ah,
That's funny.
yeah. Oh,
All
well.
right, y'all.
That's
Well,
life.
check it out.
Hey, Southern man, thank you
Rip
very
one.
much for coming on, buddy. We really appreciate
Yeah.
you sharing that with us. And y'all
happy
check me out.
release day.
He has a Whatnot stream, so I want to plug your Whatnot.
No,
channel,
no,
so-
you don't have to plug it. No,
yeah,
we're
no,
not
I
plugging
do, because you're
I
one of those
appreciate it.
Whatnot sellers I really like to watch and I respect. And you don't, this is fire, that's a banger, get in on this. I don't hear that in your streams at all, and I
No,
like that
we
you're not pressuring
I lo-
people to buy stuff, man.
I'm a
That's really
natural
cool.
host, and I like to have a good time. I think Tim's my
Yeah.
streams before. I don't like to leave my customers empty-handed. If nothing comes up, we typically add a couple more hits in there for you.
Yeah,
We like to play good music. We like to talk about cool cards. You meet very interesting people on Whatnot. The community's been real supportive and great though. And I'll continue to just jump around, and I'll check out the streams where I can, and hopefully we can rip some more product in the future pretty soon. So I appreciate you guys having me, and the community's growing every day. So
yeah. There's a lot more stuff coming out, man. So we will have every
of course.
opportunity with these back-to-back releases we're getting pretty much from Upper Deck.
yeah,
So
I know,
beginning coming out
we were-
soon. Really,
we were
excited
complaining
about
about not having cards, and now we got too many.
yeah.
I have a-
We don't got enough time in between to balance our checking accounts.
They're like, we've listened to the community and we're gonna come through. It's like it's the floodgates. Shut them back
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bud.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
you, man.
Yep. Later.
Yeah.
Bud.
Take care, man.
Well, I think on that note, I've been up since 4 a.m. So
Oh jeez. Yep. Some sleep.
yeah, I had to get my
Awesome.
15-year-old dog to the vet, and it's one of those walk-in clinics, so you got to get there super early in order to get an appointment. But
Mm.
Yeah, no
yeah,
problem.
So
Well,
I got a
Chad,
lot of,
thank you.
sewing to do.
Thank you, chat, for coming out. Sorry, Derp, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, but sorry, I'm rambling. I don't want
No,
any
you're
caffeine.
good.
I want to go to bed. So yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you for the people who came in and kept it civilized, and those we respect. That people are passionate about the hobby and passionate about stuff, but coming on just to bash for the sake of bashing, we got to stop that. That's fine to have your opinion about something, but some people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. I'll just leave that comment because I did see some people talking about hyping cards, and I've seen them do the exact same thing. So
Marvelous.
But anybody who opened, go ahead.
Marvelous said he got his jambalaya pickups from the Daredevil jambalaya trade he did.
Ooh, nice.
Awesome, man. Loved it.
Nice.
Can't wait for that video. So
that's awesome.
Good night, David. Thanks for being here.
Good night,
Appreciate you. Guys,
Thank
have a great night. I'm going to be on again in like an hour. I'm going to be opening up what's called Newligan Pack of Smokes with my friend Jeff.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check that out, I'll be on again.
I'm teasing. I got a video in the works. So
nice.
I'm one card away from my 60th rainbow with Spider-Man Metal. So I've got the binder ready. And there goes the PSA slabs that were in there. I didn't realize I had, but yeah, no, I've got a video I'm making with all of these. So yeah, I got some that polished stuff that actually works to get the scratches out. So
okay,
but that was a carnage.
I'm reporting you to
picked it up from
PSA.
Kurt's?
No, not Kurt's. It was something else. But yeah, it was actually already in the case, so it's okay.
Okay.
I'm reporting you to PSA for
You're not sure. You shut your mouth.
This Derpa guy is submitting altered cards, guys.
There, if anyone wants to take a screenshot of that face, add it on the thumbnail. Make it purple.
Oh yeah, make it a Thanos face.
I am inevitable.
Okay, I'm done. All right, I need to go.
All right, guys.
Bye,
Take it easy. You guys have a great night. We'll see you next week. Saturday morning, don't forget, they're going to announce the next Unbound. Letter is H. And we'll be live on Monday night. So I'm not sure if Spidey's Sunday night or Tuesday night this week. We don't know till the weekend usually. So, but otherwise, Marvel Madness, he's got his on Friday.
Hypno Hustler, baby. Hypno Hustler.
Hypno Hustler.
Donald Glover coming out in that movie. You got to put
Harry Styles.
Hypno Hustler.
I'm sticking with
Abomination with She-Hulk. I'm just saying. I expect disco balls everywhere, Freddie. If you're making that card, more disco balls.
If he doesn't make it for this set, you got to commission that.
I'm going to commission.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Just because.
Yep.
And then we got to get a Husk card for Daniel. So.
Yeah, we really need to do a GoFundMe for a Husk card for Daniel. So.
All right, guys. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.